It feels good to be this successful.
The former patriarch of the CX network, Mr. Paul Danino Ice Poseidon, recently had his final farewell stream in Los Angeles. This stream consisted of him just basically being in a room and smoking, eating, and drinking a little bit. A lot of people actually wanted this stream to be like a wholesome party stream. Everyone invited, all the old faces, you know, have Burger Planet there, have all the OGs be there,
right,
just for a final sort of thing where everyone just forgets all the drama and comes together. But that's not all what happened. It turned into, many say, just another donation baiting stream. It is a little bit depressing. It's a little bit strange to see someone who built his whole entire career on IRL now reduced to sitting in a room surrounded by trash bags for his final stream in Los Angeles. It's super interesting if you've been watching for a very long time and you see how hyped he was in Florida to be moving to LA and talking about all the content he's going to do.
To get to California, it's going to be a lot different because there's going to be actually a lot of stuff to do. So when I actually move to California, it'll be a lot different. There's going to be a lot of things going on. There's going to be a lot of people to talk to and a lot of crazy, a lot of good opportunities that could happen over there in California as well.
Like, Ice Poseidon is a lost cause, dude. Like, I've given up on him.
California's been really fun. It's been a great 2 years. It's been an interesting time in my life. And now we start the new era with a new chapter of my streaming career in a new place.
Never forget Horseshoe Bay. Well, Ice Poseidon's last stream in Los Angeles was a sad reflection of the state of his live streaming career. Ice wasted yet another great opportunity for some semblance of redemption by having a TTS baiting quote-unquote isolation stream. It's the same tired formula that got him to where he is now.
Onward!
Go! Show them!
Don't you dare hurt my king!
I will catch him. Who's getting whipped right now?
I will catch him. If you want to be a fan, this is what you gotta do.
Who needs cars when you got slaves? Where's our black friends?
He's in the toilet.
Where the fuck is our shadow friends? In the toilet? Why? Did somebody flush him? Did they think he was shit or something? We're back in the 1200s.
You're like Pharaoh.
This is much better than a car, dude. These guys are cheaper than gas. I just gotta give them granola bars and they got energy, dude.
The days when Jacob was running things, and although very scuffed as is Ice's brand, at least the streams were entertaining. Not so much can be said for the Ice as of late. He could have put effort into the stream, made sure that certain ex-cast members were present, and made sure certain topics were up for discussion.
To me and said that he was saying I'm f***ing all these different girls, blah blah blah.
It's professional to go out and slap Kaylee when you're jealous.
Been out with you, dude, when we're fucking.
Yeah, no shit, because I'm fucking hot. What you mean?
He could have tied up so many loose ends and maybe, just maybe, gotten this move to Texas kicked off on the right foot.
In the month of January, I'm gonna take 0 days off. I'm gonna stream for at least 3 hours every single day.
At least for his new YouTube normie fanbase. Instead, more of the same, played out and dried up, quote-unquote locked in a room for blank hours and tortured by TTS. More of the same, shifting blame to Reddit and toxicity of everyone else but himself, and more complaining about his situation along with sad attempts at connecting with the old Ice that chat used to love. Used to being the operative word. Ice Andy is back at it again, and officially back to the lowest viewer counts he has had since the Horseshoe Bay fallout. I plan on covering a video on the entire Horseshoe Bay debacle for those new friends that are interested. However, after the recent streams, it's apparent that there's a whole part of Ice's fanbase that are new and YouTube normies. They continue to quote donate for recognition despite all of the lies that Paul has told and despite continuously falling short of his mediocre promises. With promises of reinventing himself and moving to Texas to start fresh.
And we're gonna start all over again with a new, when I say start all over, I mean with, I'm gonna leave all my friends behind, leave all the people behind. Bring Voldesad, bring my girlfriend, And that's it.
And a revision of his streams to more advertiser-friendly content in an obvious effort to get unbanned on Twitch and leech off Miskiff and his streamer house over in Texas. The downfall of Ice Poseidon continues on its downward spiral, with Denial Andy refusing to change or admit any fault. Last night's final LA stream is of course the topic of today's discussion.
As I said during the last stream, we can just snap our fingers like Thanos and go to an alternate reality and start all over.
He's made a ton of claims over the past month that include updating his community more.
I'm going to start working on updating a lot better on Twitter. With me moving out of LA and trying to change a lot of stuff here, I want to update my community a lot better than what I've been doing recently, and all times. So, this is one thing I'm going to work on that I've never been good at.
Following through on his promises and working on himself.
New Year's resolutions are going to change from going to space to dropping my pride and becoming a better person at taking responsibility for some of the stupid shit that I do, like not updating my community. So that's how we're going to start.
The night before this final LA stream, he talked about a special stream tomorrow.
All the questions will be answered tomorrow with the very special thing we've got planned.
And as it turns out, this special stream was simply a donating baiting game for all of his new YouTube fans that aren't aware of his past indiscretions. He even said it himself. This stream was yet another isolation stream where Paul is in a makeshift room and prominent cast members from the past were supposed to come through and say goodbye. Although instead of actually contacting these people and inviting them over at an appropriate time, Paul just assumed that telling them that he would be streaming that night was enough to have them come over and potentially wait hours for their camera time. Even though the day before he had said they had been setting it up, clearly that was not the case.
How's my coke withdrawals doing? Pretty good, homie. But it's feeling better. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do fucking coke, dude. But I guess tomorrow all the questions will be answered tomorrow with the very special thing we've got planned that we've been setting up here.
EBZ said when he asked them what time he was supposed to come, no one answered, just expected him to show up and wait.
I'm looking at all the messages over Twitter. Twice I've reached out to them saying, what time are we meeting? What time are we meeting? No one responded to my text message. And it's just like, I'm not going to be jumping out the window like this, man. I'm good. I just want to say bye. If they can't respond to my message, it's all good. You want me to, I can't be kissing ass just to tell the person I'll see you later.
It was so unorganized and hardly anyone that was actually a big cast member showed up. Nikita and Scuffed Phelps were the only ones that actually addressed some of Ice's chronic social issues and mismanagement of his career. K-Pop Andy and Butler Bell just tried the same grovelly and cringy god complex strategies that in the past have worked quite well for leeches. Paul is so used to having these people wait on his every word. And while for some that is still the case, for most, Ice has fallen from the once big live streamer. This didn't happen as hardly anyone showed up. Nobody showed up to wait for their camera time. Likely due to Ice not planning or putting any effort in, expecting him to just go live and chat to spam everyone to go over. Chat was spamming any and everyone associated with Ice with very little results. Many of his longtime loyal friends have all but abandoned him. Voldesad, for example, who followed Ice to LA and has been with Ice throughout his entire live streaming journey, stopped responding to his messages days ago.
I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with that. He's not replying to me. So I don't know, dude. If he doesn't reply to me by Monday, probably he's not going. That's what it probably is him telling me, like indirectly, right? So I don't know, whatever. That's kind of, it's I don't know, it's interesting. I mean, it's been 3 days that he has not been talking to me.
Many of the streamers once associated with the CX network are still in Los Angeles and could have easily come through for his final farewell stream. It was a great opportunity for Ice to tie up some loose ends and show some effort, but we got absolutely nothing new. We got zero effort, and we got Denial Andy struggling to place the blame on anyone but himself. There are other streamers that feel wronged in some way by Ice abandoning them and shifting any of his own fault onto them. They are the toxic ones, right, Paul? Literally everyone is wrong, and you are right. At some point, you'd think he would give up this denial charade, but he holds strong to his belief that his downfall is Reddit's fault, or the leech's fault, or anyone but his own. Ice Andy isn't done yet. He hasn't quite had enough, apparently. He's headed towards Austin, Texas to be awarded L after L. It will sure make for great analysis videos on the continuation of his downfall, so expect a ton more Ice Poseidon related videos as this shit show continues. Another noteworthy point was Ice saying that someone has had access to his Twitter DMs for the past 8 months and has been gossiping about him to their friend group. It didn't take much investigation to learn that that person is K Bubbles, the notorious Twitch thought that has run through just about every relevant streamer she could get her hands on, and 8 months ago she was hooking up with Ice at the infamous Horseshoe Bay.
We got this nice resort here for all of us, not just for all of us, but for a couple ladies of mine.
He apparently forgot to log out of his Twitter on her phone, and she's been telling Miss Kiff, Mitch Jones,
go back to your bullshit ass subreddits and go flame Caroline for being an alien. Like, get the out of my life, dude. Alright? All you guys bring is cancer, and I don't want that.
and the rest of the Austin Twitch streamers Ice's private conversations.
Somebody for the past 8 months has been reading my Twitter DMs, and I didn't know about it until like 2 weeks ago. And that person, you know, obviously would love to gossip and has a big fucking mouth and probably told everyone about my DMs. Personal information.
This also explains why a few months ago, Farmer Charlie had apparently been threatening Ice behind his back. This was revealed when Jenna told of her experience at Farmer Charlie's streamer house. K-Bubbles was in that house at that time and likely gossiping about the content of Ice's DMs.
Owned by the guy who owned the FaZe house. And like that house has already been doxxed and shit because Ice was over there. So I went over and I took photos and stuff, and I got kicked out because I was on Ice's stream and they looked at my Instagram story and they found the house, and it was all blamed on me because apparently I did it on purpose and I didn't. Victor went and called the guy Charlie, who's like the biggest cokehead on the planet. He said he was gonna go over and kill Ice Poseidon, literally, and so they had to calm him down. Like multiple people had to calm this dude down because he said he was gonna go over and shoot Paul. Really nice guy.
At the time, there was tension between Ice and Farmer Charlie as they were both organizing streamers to join their various streamer houses.
Apparently it starts next week. I'm curious to see how it goes. I really am. It'll be a nice competition between, I know it shouldn't really be a competition, but I'm a very competitive person, so I like competition. I really want to see which house can actually provide the better content. I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Ice, at the time, apparently felt some ownership over some of the streamers that had been associated with him in the past and was trying to get everyone to pick his side over Farmer Charlie's.
I think Charlie is just trying to do his own thing. Trying to start, well, he's trying to make his own streamer house, but I think he's also trying to take people from the CX network to get into it.
Obviously, something was said in DMs that caused Charlie to threaten Ice, and we now know that the leak was due to K-Bubbles, which in my opinion is only going to add insult to injury to any future L's that Ice is going to take when he gets to Austin, which at this point is an inevitability. Mitch Jones and the rest of the Twitch streamers are going to avoid Ice like the Black Plague.
I feel bad for the guy, right? He's like exiled on them. He's gonna be avoided like the Black Plague. Unless he gets unbanned on Twitch, like he's not gonna really be able to have like friends. Like, yeah, I'll chill with Ice off stream. I don't care. I mean, I'll be his friend, but like, it's just a liability, man. Like, honestly, like for any Twitch streamer, even if you hang out with Ice off stream, there's still a small percentage that shit could reflect on your stream and have a chance in getting you permabanned or whatever. Like, it's just a liability, man. I don't know why. He's literally just a liability all around the board. Like, even Miz was talking about this yesterday. Like, me and Miz were just talking off stream. He's like, dude, like, I love Ice, but, like, I can't hang out with him. My stream is doing too well, and, like, I have all this fire. I just can't do it. And I'm like, dude, like, I feel you. That sucks. Like, I don't know. That sucks, dude. It is.
as IP2 has been calling him Black Plague Andy. I mean, if you haven't already given up hope that Ice can redeem himself, last night's zero effort and zero effect stream should be all you need to conclude his career in your mind.
Every time I hear the song, every time I think of this one streamer, this one terrible, terrible human that got banned on Twitch years ago. The hell's a CX? What is a CX? What is a CX? The f is a CX?
Like I said, he has no intention of giving up anytime soon. He's going to continue to grind through various streams, and unless he does some serious soul searching and some serious reinventing, I imagine he will continue to be a 2 to 5k Andy. And the constant flow of hate that is coming from IP2 towards this one individual is only going to flourish more. I do appreciate IP2. I browse it every single day. I appreciate all of Ice's former fans that do follow the channel. I am very impressed with the growth of this channel, and I will continue to cover various live streaming moments and any noteworthy stories. If you've made it this far, make sure to hit that like button and show some love by sharing your thoughts. And I will see everyone in the next video.